I didn't believe in destiny. Not in the poetic, stars aligning, life-changing kind. I believed in choices, actions, consequences. But that was before the night I asked her to dance. Beginning, the invitation. The station was alive that night. Eric's. 9 wasn't just a trading hub, it was a crossroads of civilizations. Humans, synthetics, bioengineered species, and beings that didn't even fit into categories moved through its glowing corridors. But the Grand Atrium? That was something else entirely. Music pulsed through the massive dome, a mix of alien harmonics and human rhythm. Lights shimmered across transparent walls, revealing the endless stretch of space beyond. It was one of those rare nights where conflict paused, and even enemies shared the same room, if only for a few hours. I wasn't supposed to be there. Security detail, off duty. That's what I told myself. In reality, I just needed a break. Armin. My friend Jace nudged me, handing over a drink. You look like you're planning to arrest someone. Force of habit, I said, scanning the crowd. Relax, he laughed. No missions tonight. Just music. I nodded, though I didn't believe it. There was always something. And then I saw her. She stood near the edge of the dance floor, half hidden in shadow, yet impossible to ignore. She didn't move like the others. Didn't laugh. Didn't mingle. She just watched. Her presence was different. Not loud. Not flashy. But powerful, like the kind of silence that comes before a storm. Don't, Jace said suddenly. I glanced at him. What? He nodded subtly in her direction. I've seen her before, he said quietly. She's not someone you walk up to. I raised an eyebrow. Why not? He hesitated. I don't know, he admitted. Just a feeling. I looked back at her. She hadn't moved. But her eyes, they were on me. And in that moment, something shifted. Not fear. Not curiosity. Something deeper. Before I could think better of it, I started walking toward her. The dance. You're making a mistake, Jace called after me. Maybe I was. But it didn't feel like one. Up close, she was even more striking. Not just in appearance, but in presence. There was something ancient about her. Something unreadable. I stopped a few steps away. For a moment, neither of us spoke. Then I did something incredibly stupid. Would you like to dance? I asked. Her expression didn't change. Not surprise. Not amusement. Nothing. You don't know who I am, she said. Her voice was soft, but carried weight. I shrugged. No, I admitted. But I'd like to. A pause. Long enough for me to reconsider everything. Then, she stepped forward. Very well, she said. And just like that, everything changed. Middle. The truth beneath the surface. The music slowed. The crowd faded into the background. Her hand met mine. And, for a brief second, I felt it. Cold. Not freezing. Not lifeless. But not human. I ignored it, because something else was happening. As we moved, I noticed the way the space around us seemed to shift. Not physically, but perceptually. Like the world had narrowed, just to us. You are not afraid, she observed. Should I be? I asked. She studied me. Most are. I smiled faintly. I'm not most people. Something flickered in her eyes. Something unexpected. You are either brave, she said, or foolish. Probably both, I admitted. For the first time, she smiled. And that's when I knew this wasn't normal. The revelation. Halfway through the dance, the lights flickered. Just for a moment. But it was enough. Her grip tightened. Not painfully, but deliberately. Do not stop, she whispered. I frowned. What's going on? They are watching, she said. Who? She didn't answer. Instead, She leaned closer, close enough that I could feel the faint chill of her breath. I should not be here, she said. Well, I replied lightly. You're not the only one. She didn't laugh. You don't understand, she said. And then, everything shifted. The hidden world. The music stopped. The lights dimmed. And suddenly, the room wasn't the same. The people around us weren't people. Or at least, not entirely. Their eyes glowed faintly. Their movements became sharper, more precise, predatory. What is this? I whispered. The truth, she said. My pulse quickened. And you? I asked. She looked at me, really looked at me. I am their queen. The words hit harder than anything else. Queen of what? I asked. Her answer came quietly. Of those who feed on life itself. I stared at her. You're joking. I do not joke. The choice. I should have pulled away. Should have run. Should have called security. But I didn't. Because despite everything, she hadn't hurt me. Why tell me? I asked. Because you asked me to dance, she said simply. I blinked. That's your reason? Yes. I laughed softly. That might be the strangest logic I've ever heard. Perhaps, she said. But it is honest. Danger revealed. Suddenly, a figure stepped forward, taller than the others, more imposing. You have broken protocol, he said to her. She didn't respond. You are not to reveal yourself, he continued. I stepped slightly in front of her. Hey, I said. Back off. The figure's gaze shifted to me. You are insignificant, he said. Yeah, I replied. I get that a lot. The turning point, what happened next, I didn't fully understand at the time, but I saw her change, not physically, but emotionally. For the first time, she looked uncertain. They will not allow you to leave, she said quietly. I glanced around. Then we don't ask for permission, I said. She looked at me. You would defy them? I shrugged. You're not the only one who can make bad decisions. That earned another small smile. Ending. The dance that changed everything. We moved. Not away from danger, but through it. The room shifted again. The illusion faded. The truth became undeniable. But we didn't stop. Because somehow, that dance had become more than just movement. It was connection. Trust. Choice. And when we finally reached the exit, she stopped. You should not come with me, she said. Why not? Because my world is not yours. I smiled. Neither was this one. A pause. Then, she reached for my hand again. This time, not as part of the dance, but as a choice. And I took it, because sometimes, one moment, one decision, one dance, changes everything.